Welcome to Off Air Talks. I'm Lisa McGregor.
And I'm Ciara Yaschuk. As you can see here, we are hooked up to IVs, and this is all thanks to LivWell. We are so excited to welcome our girl, Olivia Silverstone, which sounds very famous. You are pretty famous in Edmonton.
Oh, well, thank you. Hopefully I live up to that.
You do. Welcome. It's so great to have you, and thank you
I'm
for
so excited.
reviving us and bringing us back from the dead. It's been a week.
These garlic queens are busy.
Seriously, though. So, Liv, you are the IV queen here in town. So before we get going, what do we have dripping into our bodies?
So, like the ultimate queens you are, you're both getting the ultimate drip. So, it is formulated with hydration, electrolytes, a Myers cocktail, so a mix of vitamins A to E, selenium, magnesium, zinc, and then you're going to get glutathione, the master antioxidant, at the end.
And what's cool about this is that, you know, a lot of people take vitamins daily or whatnot. So how does this compare to that? And can you also explain how it's not like the IVs you think of when you're hungover or in Vegas?
Yeah.
But you can get those too, though.
You can. Yeah. You can. I think a lot of people are turning to wellness, which is amazing, instead of like after you get hungover or after you get sick. People are really trying to focus on like longevity of life and wellness, which is amazing. The benefits, I guess, of IV are that anything that you're getting goes directly to the bloodstream. So you get up to 99 to 100% absorption from the cells. Anything you eat or take by mouth gets absorbed by your liver and broken down. So you get about 10 to 40% depending on the person. So I think that's why it's getting bigger and bigger. And I think that's why people feel such a drastic effect with it.
Totally. And I mean, there's a lot of athletes, even performers, that come to town and they book and make sure that they have an IV maybe before a big game or before performance. Why is that?
Yeah, I think especially like performers on their rider, everybody hears of like celebrities riders, and it's huge because you think about how much they're putting out every time there's a show, or they're putting out a performance or a dance or like hockey or anything like that. I mean, they're replenishing and using so much that to be able to build it back up to perform again the next day, or, you know, like next 2 days, to just keep healthy and keep on top of it.
I love it.
And everything feels different. So these, I mean, I'm not feeling anything at the moment, but you feel a little chilly. How are you feeling, C?
Yeah, my arm feels cool. But the vein and a little tingle, but like you can tell it's getting into your bloodstream, and it too, it affects on the timing of the drip, correct?
Yeah, so like usually people, I'd say, run between like half an hour, 45 minutes. But if you're like more dehydrated, you can run a little bit faster. Sometimes you can tell if you've done it before, or like people have competitions with each other. So
you can taste the vitamins in the back of your throat. I can anyways.
Yeah. And that's also genetic.
Okay.
So it's crazy. Some people do, some people don't. So it totally depends how your body absorbs it, and genes.
Wow, it's so interesting.
It's a little different experience.
I have had a couple of these, especially when I worked on the morning show, and I was a huge napper. We actually put NAD into a couple of them, which is a huge trend right now. So I'm going to get you to get into that in a moment. It's part of the whole like peptide IV thing. So we can kind of
skincare, looking young, like youth, looking young.
Yeah.
But when I had that, I noticed for 2 weeks I had the most insane energy, and it was consistent. So is that something that you kind of pride on for your IVs as well?
Yeah, I think NAD is so big because it's so effective for so many people. And I mean, I think like, as you can probably attest, the saying is true: short-term pain is long-term gain.
Yeah.
NAD doesn't come without some uncomfortable like side effects while you get it, but the long-term gain of it is so effective for people. In terms of peptides, it's actually like a coenzyme, so just before an amino acid chain, which is what a peptide is. But it's so effective because it's not something that you can eat in your diet. Like, it's not something that, oh, I'm going to have a red piece of meat, I'm going to boost my NAD. So really the only way you can get more of it is to supplement.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so people find such a good effect with it because it repairs damaged cells, and you have damaged cells over time from inflammation, from infection, from lactic acid buildup, all these different things, oxidative stress. We're all stressed all the time. So I just think it helps such a variety of people because we all experience different forms of that kind of breakdown and cell damage at a cellular level.
And we live in a world now where it's all about like people want to look good, they want to look, you know, younger.
Yeah.
But also they want to be efficient about it. You don't want to drop like hundreds or thousands of dollars on skincare.
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of an efficient way. Can you explain how sometimes this might be more cost effective in a sense, or the pricing of that?
Seems a little bit counterintuitive when you look at the upfront price. Obviously, it's like super expensive upfront, which I know. But when you think about it, if you can put a month's dose or a little bit over safely in an IV drip, and you can administer that and get it in one go versus doing every single day a vitamin that you're absorbing 10 to 40% of, or a drip you're doing once a month where you're absorbing 99 to 100%, the cost actually works out to pretty similarly, but lots of people notice drastic benefit, or you get something less frequently. So some people who are low iron only need a drip every few months instead of every month, instead of taking pills daily or monthly. So I think people are finding effect in that way. And I think benefits are recognizing it more and more, so people can use their benefits, which is awesome.
That is unreal. Yeah. And just the long-term effect even and consistent energy, I find, is the big thing. That's why I love it so much. When anybody asks me about IVs, I'm like, I 100% recommend these just because you feel so good for the entire month, and you kind of notice when it's up. But definitely recommend this. So you were actually one of the first clinics on your own anyways to bring this IV to Edmonton, and you have a cool story.
And you're a registered nurse, so that gives you that credibility.
Yeah, it was crazy. I used to live in the UK and lived in London, and I was nursing there, and I transitioned out of shift work and started doing 9 to 5 hospital work. And then I was like, well, London's expensive. I need a second job. What am I going to do? And I applied for this job near my area that was fully remote. So you were remote and you would go to celebrity and professional athletes' houses and hotels and just do drips there. And yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I learned so much, and it made me so comfortable and learned so many new things and get specific training that when I came back to Edmonton, nobody was doing it yet. So it's really fun to grow such a like unique wellness space that people in Europe are using for wellness rather than like hangover and stuff, which I find super interesting.
Oh, I love that. And the fact that you're with celebrities, like I know you can't, I've asked you before, I'm like, tell me
a couple of them.
But you had to sign,
I had to sign NDAs.
Makes sense, because like it's privacy, you're coming into their home, and that's the beauty. Like even you do that in Edmonton. So like how does that work? Because you have mobile, like you've come into our studio today, but then you also have clinics you can go to.
Yeah, so I have like a home base kind of in Windermere, but then I go mobile, or I have a few different other clinics I work out of in Windermere and central Edmonton, because I want it to be as accessible as possible for people. But yeah, the mobile is fun and it keeps me busy, and yeah, I get to see a lot of and meet a lot of cool people in Edmonton, and it just shows me how amazing Edmonton is, as I'm sure you guys see. There's so many people around, and everybody loves to tell their story, so it's awesome.
I hope it reaches a point in life where like people that work, we don't really work in a regular office, but let's say you're at an office and people can say, hey guys, I got Liv coming for my lunch break and just rolling up.
Seriously.
Right there.
Get everybody done at once.
Get everyone hydrated.
Yeah.
So when you started, back to the London thing, I have one question for you. I've never asked you this. When you first started, you were giving like celebrities, very famous people, needles. How did you not get scared? I would be like, hit the vein, don't miss.
Well, I feel like that's what got me so good. You can't miss.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be sure, because it is stressful, and they are the first people to tell you that you've messed up, right?
Yeah.
So the pressure was immense, and I feel like luckily I haven't felt that in Edmonton, which is good.
Did you ever have moments where it was like, don't talk to them, they're wearing sunglasses, or like weird scenarios?
Actually, I find most people were super friendly, which was really nice.
That's good.
And surprisingly like wanted to talk about you, which you wouldn't always expect with celebrities, but there are always a few who...
But also you're the cutest little thing bopping in there like, hi guys. They're
I don't give them an option.
Who
they
is
have
this
to
girl?
talk.
Yeah, totally.
Seriously.
Looks so young.
I could talk to a wall. So.
Well, it's crazy. You look so young, but like I mean, maybe it's all the IVs you've been having on yourself, but like
glowing. You're glowing, girlfriend.
But it's crazy because it's like you already were a nurse for so long, and then you started this business. I guess, where do you hope to see it go, or like what do people don't realize about what this could do for Edmonton?
I mean, I want LivWell to be a trusted wellness brand. Like, I want people to know that it's like a reliable thing. If this isn't for you, that's okay. Like, I'm not trying to sell you something that you don't necessarily believe in or you're scared to try. Like, I genuinely do just want people to have access to better health.
Yeah.
And in ways that maybe aren't being utilized right now and could be, and know that they're getting it from a reliable, like, trained source.
No, that's exactly what you want to see. So this has been a year you've had this?
Yeah, officially 2 years, but like busy officially on paper, but I wasn't like up and running until like
And you're getting merch now. You've got the cutest little bags.
She's got the best merch.
You got the pill. I don't think you can buy these pillows. These are just hers. The pens are unreal. There's one right there. Can you pick it up?
No.
Yeah, I gotta keep up the merch
right below
game.
Oh, I know. Look at these, and they're actually the good pens, which write well.
Yeah, I love these pens. They're so good. I know Ciara's very like obsessed with these pens.
Loyal to the pens.
It's also just funny. Like it is pretty. I really don't mind it. Like I know that some make you feel a little more uneasy. Like I heard you mentioned the NAD make you feel a little woozy, but this I don't really feel much.
But I think I'm very affected by like different.
Right.
Yeah.
What are we talking? Fluids.
Yeah.
Because I felt a little nauseous after.
Yeah.
Where Lisa's like, I feel nothing. And we have the same thing.
Yeah.
But I did have a smoothie before. So I find if you eat something or
it's
you
have good.
Keep your water up.
Yeah.
But it is crazy how the body is affected in different ways.
And you get such an influx, right? Like if you're so deficient or you're so dehydrated and your body's like, whoa, what is this? Of course, you're going to feel a little bit like beat up.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
But eating helps for sure.
Don't be scared of this. Like I know, like you said, some people are scared of needles, but you literally just feel your arm cold. It's going in. I cannot believe that you can't taste the vitamins in the back of your throat.
No, but I'm still working on my smoothie here, but it is so cool, like that you have. I don't know. It's almost just like. It looks like such an effective device. I don't know. It just looks so. It's just
less intimidating once you know what to expect. I feel like
100%.
when you don't know what to expect, it's scary.
Do you see people looking really young, like after they've taken a lot of NAD or something like that? Is it like very youthful or what?
No, I wish it was more immediate than it was, but it's over time, especially because like different stages of life, you have like different stresses, right? Or like if you go through infection or you go through like joint inflammation and stuff.
But you've also been working with a lot of high rocks athletes too, right? Like that is such a big thing right now in Edmonton. So talk a little bit about people that are intense for training, training for marathons. You love to run. Do you find that this is efficient for you?
For sure. I find, and a lot of my friends even just get like B12. Like you can get B12 shots from your pharmacist or your GP and they do one type of B12, whereas I incorporate 2 types of B12 and a B complex because I feel like we know it's effective, which is why GPs and pharmacists are giving it, but how can we make it more effective and work for more people?
Yeah.
And I think especially in terms of like high rocks, marathon, just intense training in general, like both of you are fit spo queens. I feel like because you get a lactic acid buildup, you're burning off so much, you lose your electrolytes, you use your hydration. Like we're all learning different electrolytes to put in your water and always replenishing that. So I think anyway, we all need efficiency and consistency. And I think in today's world that's so busy, how can we be more efficient to recover better, to keep working out or perform better?
That's such a good point. I mean, like even in our time, when we were younger in high school, you were doing completely different activities than high school students now.
Yeah.
Like we have the Bliss sauna that we have rented out. We're going to one of their events. We'll talk about that in a bit. But it is very wellness orientated. So have you noticed that too? Like do you book out groups that are younger, that they're doing this on a Friday night opposed to going out? And
a lot of like pre-bachelorette, post-bachelorettes, a lot of like pre-trip, especially with summer coming up and like seasonal changes. I find a lot of people are also really affected like migraines or menopause with seasonal changes. Yeah. So a lot of times like every 3 months when it's kind of that time for season change, people are noticing like I need something's off. And they're using it for that too.
And what's your most popular? Sorry, Lise.
Oh, no, go ahead.
What's your most popular? Because you've got a couple.
I've got a couple.
And you've got all of the different menu items on your website and Instagram?
Yeah, if you have a consultation with me, I can send you the menu. Sadly, I can't post it online, but there's a variety and depending on what every person's looking for. But I would say the most popular, like Ultimate's a big one. Right now, a lot of people are trending for glutathione, which is in this one, detox strip.
Oh yeah.
Give me that detox, baby.
NAD's big too. So yeah, next podcast you guys can live stream NAD.
Oh,
I'm curious what the effects of that one. But I'm also curious about what about for seniors? Because we all know, like growing up, your grandma or your mom or whatever will be taking all the vitamins more than I think. Well, now young people take a lot of them.
Yeah.
But what would you recommend to someone who's used to popping, their full tray of vitamins every week that would be effective for them?
I always like a less is more approach with anything, medicine and cosmetic wise. So I think if we can find something, especially for seniors, less, if they can have something that has less but give them good effect. So I actually usually start a bit less, also because they usually have more like comorbidities or like other ongoing ailments plus medications. So it's always like, let's see what works with where you're already at, and see how we can just kind of assist there. I would say anything with hydration benefits seniors. I feel like they're chronically dehydrated, especially in the winter. Yeah. And then a lot of joint pain. So usually I do a lot of like glutathione focus because they get the inflammation in the joints or arthritis. Menopause is another big one as people age, which
I love this topic. So many women.
Yeah. And yeah, we definitely could do a whole other thing on menopause, but NAD is effective for menopause.
NAD, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Can we take a look at how dehydrated Lisa was compared to me?
Yeah, Lisa just chugged it.
So wait, explain to me this. Like, how does that's what that means?
You're that dehydrated. Your veins soaked it right up.
So you're kidding me.
You won.
Like, we can't even, somehow we'll show it later if we can.
Here, I'll take a video of it?
Yeah, the bag, bag is almost empty and Ciara's is half full. Yeah, we can. That's alarming.
That's impressive.
Wow, okay.
Got to drink more water. So on average, how many liters of water do you think women should drink at our age, as per Health Canada?
I'm going to guess 3 liters a day.
2.7.
Okay.
And men should have 3.7 liters a day.
I do not get 2.7.
I don't not practice what I preach, but I can tell as soon as I am hydrated, I'm like, oh.
I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I find I don't drink as much water when my soda stream runs out of juice.
Yeah.
Like I don't like drinking just regular water. I need some sparkling water.
Yeah.
But it's like that's what makes me drink more.
Hey, whatever works.
Yeah, hopefully it's not bad for you, but
your teeth it is actually. Sparkling water is very, very bad for your teeth.
Wow, you just told me this now.
It can break down the enamel.
You know how much I drink.
It breaks down the enamel.
That explains why when we went and got our teeth done, mine were so sensitive.
We got
my
our
dentist
teeth
tells me the same thing. Oh yeah, I was staring at them.
Pearly white?
Pearly white. Yeah. I was staring and I was like, wow.
Yes. It was fun.
I cannot believe her bag is completely drained.
Isn't it? Is that abnormally, like, how long is it supposed to take?
No, it's anywhere between 30 and 45. So
like 15 minutes.
Dehydration's big. And also if you have a really big vein there, it's less pressure to push against.
So those big old veins.
I mean, my vein was looking pretty fat and juicy today, but like, good to know because I was feeling a little sluggish and maybe it was just you need to get more water in
Yeah.
How are you feeling now? Alive and well?
A lot better.
Can you feel your arm how cold it is? Mine is frozen.
I'm always cold though. I guess you're right. It is
the
more
vein.
Cold than
yeah, it's crazy how you feel it everywhere. At least you know it's working.
Seriously.
Yeah, I guess so. Man, this has been so awesome, Liv. Like,
what? Anything else we need to know before we wrap things up? What's your favorite tip, or what is one thing that you're asked the most? If you go to a home, do you get the same question over and over that you're like, oh my gosh, yes, I know this answer?
I guess a lot of people just don't realize the absorption of IV and how big it is. Of like literally you're absorbing 99 to 100%. Your body will take what it will need from that. So like everything gets absorbed to the bloodstream and then the cells will absorb that. And then that's what gives you the boost. And I think people are really surprised. I get a lot of texts like day of or day after being like, oh my God, I feel significantly better.
Okay.
And which it sure beats piles of pills every day. And like, I'm sure that's not as effective.
And everybody needs the like convenience and availability and access. And so I think that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, that's a huge thing. And people can find you on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram and website.
It's LivWell.
LivWell.inc.
Do you want to spell that out for them?
Yeah, LivWell. Why can't I spell my own name? LivWell.ca is the website.
Perfect. And then at LivWell on Instagram.
At LivWell.inc at Instagram.
And because her name is Olivia, so it's Liv. It makes a lot of sense. Also, you have the most famous friend name. Well, Lauren Lewington is like a princess. That's one of my best friends.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Lauren Lewington.
Her name.
But yours is like Olivia Silverstone.
It's pretty good.
It is.
It's really good.
You know, I used to hate it as a kid, so that's so funny.
No. It's a great name.
I used to hate it. I used to beg my parents, when can I change my name?
You cannot forget this gal.
And how cool is this? Like, we are living well whenever we had a visit by Liv.
And
so
guess what? Liv is in our life a lot, so we're always living well. Thanks so much for coming on, Olivia.
Thanks, gals.
Such a pleasure.
Okay, so Lisa's IV is officially out. That was so interesting.
I guzzled it.
You did. I absolutely love Olivia, so we're so grateful she was able to come on. And in the speaking of wellness, Bliss Saunas. So we have a little partnership coming up with them, which is super exciting.
Yes.
So it's on Wednesday, April 23rd. we're doing
22nd, I think.
22nd. Okay, whatever the Wednesday is.
Yeah.
We are doing like a salt sauna spa with them.
And isn't it like, it's a whole wellness thing. And if you guys don't know these saunas, some have probably seen them. Like they park sometimes at golf tournaments.
Yeah.
And there are these incredible saunas that fit a big amount of people.
Yeah.
It's luxury sauna. They're bliss saunas. And we're going to one of their like, it's like a sound bath.
Yeah,
with
salt.
Sauna.
And it's like, again, just all part of this rejuvenation wellness era that everyone's living in. So we actually have a promo code. We will post it on our Instagram, but it's 15% off. And it's off air talks in capital letters. So you still have some
Use
time
that code and join
to get
us.
that. I should just double check this. But it's been crazy busy with events. I'm just going to double check this. April, you are right, Wednesday the 22nd.
And it should be fun. It's a super unique event. It's in the evening. It starts at 6:30 p.m. So you can go after work.
Yeah.
Join us and use the code OFFAIRTALKS to get some discount on that. And
just think, everyone running around in bikinis.
Join us. What's not to like there in a little relaxation sound bath? But yeah, we've really taken it up a lot of different wellness things. It's so fun because we do go out quite a bit. It's been a busy month with a lot of events. I mean, this last week we went to every single Oilers game, which was insanity.
It was a lot, but my gosh, was it a good time. We actually made it onto the Jumbotron. Little controversial there, but no, just kidding. It was fun.
It was great. It was such a blast too. We showed our beautiful jerseys that
our
we got from the Oilers.
Jerseys.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So it was awesome, and we met so many great people. Donna was at the top of the stairs.
She was such a huge fan.
Yeah, she said she watched us before. She cried when we left, and then she found Off Air Talk. So we took a lovely little photo with her. But again, this is all part of why we love being at Oilers games, just being out in the community, because so many people are so supportive.
And right now, it's as if the playoffs are going on because
100%
it's packed. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's in the mood. People are wearing their authentic Oilers swag, like we certainly are. And it's just, I mean, it's gonna be fired up for playoffs.
Oh my gosh! Not only that, but you brought me to this event, which was so cool. And they're a local brand.
Yeah, Poppy Barley has been around for a long time. I think 10 to 15 years. It's like the coolest ladies. It's a shoe brand in Edmonton, created here. They make their own shoes, like from scratch, and they're so well made. And we got to go to a really cool evening with a bunch of gals. I've never been to anything like that, where it was at one of their corporate shops where they, design the shoes, and we got to learn about how they design the shoes for the upcoming spring season. They asked us to design some. They're like, what do you guys think? What's your opinion of this? And it was such a new grouping of women, and it was so fun to go. And then we each got a pair of shoes. So shout out to Poppy Barley. They're an iconic brand in the city, and again, it's like incredibly well-made footwear.
Yeah, they should last for years and years, honestly. And you can wear them and tear them like we do, but we both have had very good quality leather shoes, and it proves to last. So that's definitely why you want to check them out. Their Instagram is incredible. They've got new collections coming out every season. So it's just been really nice to attend all these Edmonton events and just feel out what we have to offer here in the city. It's pretty incredible.
And shout out to people coming up to us like the last week or so. Like, people are so friendly. We've having a blast. Even at Garlic Fest, at the Oilers games, out at the Club. We went to Bauer on the weekend for their 25th anniversary. That was fun. And it's just, I mean, we need this IV more than ever. I mean, I know you, Ciara, when you get home, sometimes you like to have a shabath. Can you explain exactly what that is to revive yourself?
Oh, yes. I have had a couple of those. I mean, it's tough because it has to be on hair washing day, okay?
Hair washing, when you got these extensions, it's like takes up your life.
My gosh, does it ever. So a shabath is where you lay down in the bath, but you have the water pelt your face. So
after maybe you had a few too many glasses.
So you're showering while you're having a bath, because then you don't have to stand up. It's just pure luxury. I would highly suggest you try this. So you lay down in the bath, but you have the shower head on. You don't have to put the little plug in the bath. It doesn't have to fill up.
You're just laying there.
It just is pelting you.
You're someone who probably needs to, like, when you get your own home one day, to like build like a seat in the shower. Are you one of those people?
Oh, I will have a full steam shower. Like, mark my words right here.
I do love a hot shower. Oh. Like, that's before bed. Like, I love a steaming hot shower just to like put you to sleep.
Guys are kind of pussies when it comes to hot showers. They're always like, oh, it's too hot.
Yeah, you're kind of right about that.
They love cold showers where I'm like, bring on the heat. I want my body red. I want
scalding
it
hot. Go in the hot tub. Like, oh my goodness.
Seriously. So, but yeah, this has been a great wellness week. Also, Easter, I hope everyone had a fantastic Easter. I wasn't with my family. Keiko had us over.
We had a nice little Easter dinner.
Such a fun time.
Gave you guys some eggs from my chickens.
Yes. Yeah. We hot tubbed. It was just It's those little moments that you're so grateful to have such good besties in the city.
Good friends honestly make life great. Like that's what it's all about. And just hanging out, having so many laughs and catching up, even though we all spend every waking moment together, but it's been like so fun.
Tell them when we went out for dinner and I was like, well, I haven't seen you yet.
Oh yeah. We were talking at JW as we do. We're always there. And Ciara forgot to tell me this something so important. And I'm like, I can't believe you didn't tell me this. And you're like, well, I haven't seen you. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like we're together every waking moment to the point where even this week on like, what was it? Sunday, we're like, Ciara said, let's spend the afternoon getting our teeth whitened. We went to Ultra White and I was laughing. The girl's like, are you guys sisters? And we do absolutely everything together, which was so fun. By the way, they literally, so my top teeth are fake, my bottom teeth are real, but they match them. So it was really cool. I mean, it's sensitive at night, but like the fact that you get all that done in 1 hour, whereas people take weeks with a tray to get that result.
And we are not just saying this because they did this service for us.
Yeah.
You should see the reviews. It is 5-star, over 250 here in Edmonton, 500 in Calgary. It is crazy. They actually match each tooth and it's little 20-minute increments. So it's 20 minutes, they come and check. 20 minutes, they check. 20 minutes, they check. So you almost get 3 different pairings of it. I'm going back on May 1st to get a touch up.
Nice.
But
you don't even need one, but yeah, fair.
Are you kidding?
It is like a luxury to get spa though. The
is.
beds feel like Tempur-Pedic beds. You lay down and it's like, it was kind of relaxing.
You could have an iPod or an iPad if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is the most chill, relaxing service. I just am loving that Lisa keeps continuing to thank me for this glow up. She's like, and another day, another glow
Hang
up.
with Ciara, she'll take you places. You'll get a huge glow up every week. I'm like, what is it? What is it this week? But it's been so fun. Also, really cool meeting such interesting business people in the city.
Oh my
Like this place, Ultra White, it's just off on the corner of Jasper. And you walk in and there's black and white photos of clients and there are these beautiful pictures.
Of people, yeah.
And it's just because she's a photographer. So it's really cool.
Yeah, and hopefully we get to make it up on that wall.
Hoping for it.
Yeah, fingers crossed. My
so
IV is still going.
Wow. Well, to be fair, you did teach a spin class this morning. Like you've been guzzling water.
No, I don't. I forgot my water bottle there. I didn't even drink water.
How is this possible?
I know. I don't know. I'm wondering if because I had some of that belly electrolyte this morning. I had 2 packs of that.
Oh, 100%. I actually have only had a matcha this morning, and then you brought me that drink that I'm still sipping. So I got to get better. It's because I've ran out of sparkling water.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
You better get your freaking sparkling water back there, Lisa.
Bad habit to get in. Dangerous.
Oh, my. Okay, well, we gotta take this off. We're going to wrap it up. This was actually such a great pod. I'm so happy we got to bring Liv on, have a guest.
It's also to learn more about these IV drips. Like you've done a lot of them. I'm pretty new to that world, but it's cool. And it's like an up and coming thing in Edmonton. And the fact that you can like go to a place or it comes to you. So that was a real treat.
Check her out.
We got more wellness fun and we got some interesting guests coming our way in the next few weeks.
Yes, so we're bringing the guests back. So we're going to kind of split it up here. Have the guests, then Lisa and I still have our own.
Yeah.
Hey, again, if you have any suggestions, you just holla.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you so much for taking this conversation off air. I'm Lisa McGregor.
I'm Ciara Yashchuk. Make sure to click and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.